Hey bitches, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a very Karen style, Karen-esque type of video because I am going to go on a rant about Airbnb and let you guys know exactly why I will no longer be using their service. Some people might find this as a first world problem. I totally understand. If this is not the video for you, then please click out and come back for the next one where I'll be talking about like Jeffree Star or Shane Dawson or God knows what kind of drama. But this really irked me because this whole entire year I was like, you know what? This year for my birthday, I want to do it big. I want it to be really special because I'm getting out of a marriage. I'm sober, among other things that are going on in my life. And I was like, nothing can go wrong with this birthday. And lo and behold, in true Nick fashion, from the moment that I stepped foot on August 25th into my Airbnb, which I rented out a month beforehand, there was a huge issue. It was like one thing was happening, another thing was happening, it just kept trickling down, and I finally was just so fed up because I just recently started, I got put on a medication where it is suppressing the estrogen in my system, so my testosterone levels are going up. So if you've ever been around someone that's on testosterone, guys, just know that testosterone rage is real, and my friends were there to let me know that I was being a huge diva and an asshole and all that kind of stuff. But I was not having it with this house. Now, if you guys are familiar with Orlando, Florida, then you know that there are a lot of resort towns out by Disney where you can get massive houses. We're talking like 9, 10 bedroom houses, and you can get them relatively cheap. I think for the week that we were there, I paid about $2,500 on Airbnb, which is really good because if everybody was in a hotel, dear God, it probably would have been like over $10,000 to try to put everyone together and all that kind of stuff. I had 10 people with me on this trip. So I got there the day before with my friend Vanessa and Dee. Justin showed up the night before as well. And it was like I just want things to go smoothly. I don't think that when you pay that amount of money for a house, there should be any issues with it. I understand if maybe like an ice maker breaks. I understand if there's a few light bulbs that are burned out. Very easy fixes. But upon checking in there, after I paid like $300+ so this pool and the jacuzzi would be heated the whole entire time we were there, it was not heated. The pool was broken, it wasn't even working, and it was literally the color of slime. You remember back in the day with Nickelodeon and you could watch Slime Time and all that? That was the color of the pool. I'm gonna insert a picture right here for you guys to see. And upon further inspection and immediately calling Airbnb, which they then put me in contact with Casiola Homes, that is the name of the business that manages all of these different houses. Girl, let me just tell you, there was nobody in the house next to ours as well. I walked over to look at their pool. It was the exact same situation that was going on with my pool. And I wanna make this very clear. This house, I understand if maybe somebody was checking out the day before I got there. Not enough time to fix things, totally get it, house is booked up, all that. This house had not been booked for over a month. So there was no reason for any of these issues to be going on with this house. So the pool's broken, it's the color of algae, it's gross, you can't get into it, it's not heated, all this kind of stuff. I call Casiola Homes, I'm on the phone, and what's funny about this is when you actually call them, it says, be prepared to go on an excursion with this amazing customer service. I call bullshit. I call shade. I call a lie because that is not what I got at all. The actual host named Dennis decided that he was just going to ghost the whole entire time. Casiola Homes could not get in contact with him. Airbnb could not get in contact with him. And I'm going to show you guys my call log right here because this is just from 2 days, I believe, with the amount of times that I had to call Airbnb and Casiola Homes to try to get this pool fixed. Now, upon talking to them, and they were like, okay, we understand that the pool is broken. We're so sorry. We are going to give you back like half of the pool like heated fee. It's like, oh, you're going to give me half, bitch? You're going to give me half for something that I can't even freaking use right now? It's like, that is, first of all, that is ridiculous in itself. I shouldn't be paying for something that I don't get to use. Like the main reason that I actually picked this house is because the pool was more private. Now every house around there has a private pool, but in some places in Florida, like the houses can be one right on top of each other. And this one seemed to have a private pool. There was nothing in the back of the house except for like a reserve where nobody could go. It was very protected by the state of Florida. So I was like, this is perfect. Couldn't use the pool for a few days. So I was like, I'm already pissed off. Second thing that broke, first day that we were there, mind you, this is Florida with the humidity, both air conditioners broke. There's an air conditioner downstairs, there's an air conditioner upstairs. There was no Freon in the one that was downstairs, one upstairs wasn't working at all. But they had to send someone out at 11:30 at night.
Editing Nick here, I didn't want to leave this part out, that they actually sent someone earlier in the day where we first started addressing the issue that was the AC unit. And when the guy showed up, he thought that he was there to fix a bed that was a complaint from 2 weeks prior. So that just goes to show you how backwards the customer service is and the way that they manage their houses with Casiola Homes, that a second guy had to come out at 11:30 at night
to fix this. And mind you, upon calling, they originally told me on the phone, we had to bitch at them to get an emergency person out there that night because they said, oh, well, you know, we'll put it in first thing in the morning and maybe they'll be there tomorrow afternoon to fix this. I said, excuse me, bitch? You're gonna be here in the afternoon to come and fix air conditioners in the state of Florida where the humidity is worse than anywhere else in the world? That's just my opinion. I'm sure that it's not, but I'm sure someone in the comment section is going to correct me. So they literally had to call an emergency AC person to come and fix this, which I felt bad about because it's 11:30 at freaking night. Who wants to go out and fix an air conditioner unit at 11:30 at night? Which he shouldn't have had to do, because before people check into your house, how about an inspection? How about you look to see if things are actually working, Dennis, which you're not doing since you ghosted everyone. It says on Dennis's profile that he has 230 plus properties in Orlando. Girl, get an assistant, get 5 assistants because you're not doing good at your job. I'm gonna put some other pictures right here. There was trash all around the property. There was holes in the wall. There were scratches all over the walls. There was a drawer that was broken. Like, the list just goes on and on about this location. And it's really sad because the house is very nice. It's just not being taken care of. But now let me tell you why I will no longer be using Airbnb, because they have horrible, horrible customer service. I had to talk to Airbnb myself, as well as my friends. Like, I think that they called about 10 times each. I called about 20 times each trying to get in contact with Dennis, who ghosted from Casiola Homes. Oh, bitch, I almost forgot to tell you guys this. This is a gated community, okay? It's a resort town, so everything is gated. You have the one side of the street, which has like it's kind of like a little water park that they have, and then there's a bunch of houses around there that aren't as big as the houses that we stayed in. So you have to go through a security check right there. They take your ID, you get a pass, it's fine, it's good, whatever. First of all, on a Friday or Saturday night getting in there, you can't even get around the block. That is how slow they are and how many cars are backed up there. But that's neither here nor there. So I'm on the side where they originally give you a code. We have stayed on this side before. They give out codes. You're allowed to use the code as long as you're there. Then the code it goes away and then they come up with a new one. So there's a new rule. There's a new rule that they weren't telling anyone, is that no one gets codes. So every single time that you go there, you have to hold up your pass. That's fine. That's good. I get that. It's in my car at all times. But guess what they wouldn't give me a pass for? Everyone else that was there. So they tried to make it so everyone would have to go around, get into this long ass line just to go through security so they could be confirmed that they were staying there. Because they wouldn't give out passes so they could just hold it up. Because you literally press the call box, they look through the little camera, you're holding up the pass, like, okay, good to go. And then they had the nerve, they literally had the nerve to try to get pissed at us for going behind people through the gate. I'm like, girl, I'm not sitting in a car of 50 plus people just so I can get back to the house that I paid for so I can go and take a shit or something. Like, that's not gonna happen at all. I drive a bright neon car. You could see me coming a mile away. Like, if you don't know that this is the car that's always coming into here, then girl, get your eyes checked, because damn, I'm not going through this damn security. So there were literally people that were waiting in line. Mind you would call a little call box, they wouldn't pick up. So you'd be sitting there, line of traffic, forming behind you, they're honking, people would be speeding around, going in the exit gate when people came out. It was just a huge clusterfuck. But Airbnb seemed to not care at all as well. Because on top of calling them the 20 freaking times, I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. This pool is not working. Air conditioner is not working. All this stuff is going wrong. That now I'm in a horrible mood. This is literally, it was like one thing after the freaking other. And I'm like, girl, what's next? What's next? Is someone gonna steal a tire off my car? Is that what's gonna happen? Like, girl, what is next? And so Airbnb is like, well, there's not really much that we can do because you already paid for this house. And what we could do is cancel out your reservation, give you back the remaining balance, and that's it. And that's it. I'm like, you can't offer to put us into a different location. You can't find a different house and just move over that amount of money to that one. Like, what is going on here? So you want me to just out of nowhere, cancel a reservation that 10 people are staying in this house, and you're not giving me an option of where to go. It's just like, we'll refund you the remaining balance of this, and then you just figure out what you're gonna do. No. But, girl, I was pissed. I was actually beyond pissed. Girl, I don't know. It literally, everything that went wrong in the house, because so much more went wrong in this house. Like, there were light bulbs that were burning out, as I said earlier. Like, things just weren't freaking working. Things were happening. I was like, girl. And I'm sitting here trying to woo-saw and be calm and collected, that it literally turned into a running joke of Dennis. Every time something would go wrong, I'm like, oh, this is Dennis's fault. Dennis. It was bad. There was trash in the front gardens. It was No, it was gross. So I will never be using Airbnb again. I will never be using Casiola homes again. And if you guys are looking to have a vacation here in Florida, I strongly recommend finding a different company that's not Casiola. And if you decide to go with Casiola, perhaps find a different property manager on your listing other than someone named Dennis, because Dennis doesn't care. I actually went to the reviews of Casiola, and you know what the first one was? It was, they were racist to us the whole entire time we were there. I said, you can't make this shit up. You honestly can't make this shit up. Like, I was gonna sit here and I was going to, what the fuck? Am I still recording? It like switched to portrait. Hi, are we taking a photo? I don't know. So I was gonna sit here and I was gonna drag Dennis, but you know what? As I'm sitting here, I can't. I'm waiting for Dennis to leave me a review on my Airbnb profile, and then maybe we'll have a little bit more of a heated one. But I just want to let you guys know how horrible this experience was with Airbnb and why I will not be using their service anymore, because I'm sorry. Like, there's an issue with one of your listings and you're just going to give me the option of refunding me the rest of my stay, but I still have to check out of this place. Girl, bye. Missed me with that. I will be going over to VRBO because we went from Orlando to St. Augustine. I booked this thing last minute for an extra week. No issues with check-in. I added a few days to that. No issues at all. The host was always talking to me in the app. We were messaging back and forth. Dennis, you should take some notes from him because you are a shit property manager. I was like literally looking at this house because the construction is so nice. The construction was very nice. And I was like, damn, if people just took care of this house, it could be so much better. But Dennis obviously doesn't care. He obviously has too much under his belt. And maybe he needs to go on a vacation himself and go stay with VRBO because he's a shit host. So with all that said, everyone, that's it for this rant. That's it for this video. I hope that you guys did enjoy it. Please follow all my social media that's linked down below. And I love you guys. See you in the next one.